What is a religious ritual? What is the origin? Why do we even do them? Well, today, hopefully, I'll get you started on a path to get the answer to those questions. I'm not fit to try to persuade anyone. Basically, what I'm going to do is give you some starting points so you can actually go research these things and get the answers to these questions yourself. I want you to get the answer for yourself out of the information that you obtain, out of the research that you do, not based off of what anyone has told you or what you already believe. Based off the research that you do, that's where you'll get your opinion from. Okay, today I'll be dealing with two Abrahamic religions, Christianity and Islam. Although there are many different religious practices today with many different religious rituals today, I deal with these two today basically because they're both Abrahamic religions. They both have their basis out of the Bible. Their foundation comes out of the Bible. Christianity focuses mainly on the New Testament. Islam has its foundation out of the Torah, which are the first 5 books of the Bible in the Old Testament. Okay, Christianity rituals include holidays such as Christmas, Easter, Good Friday, and many more holidays that basically Christianity actually promotes. Then you have baptism, which is a ritual. Then you have Sunday worship, which is also a ritual. But today I'm going to be dealing with communion. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines communion in related to Christianity as a Christian sacrament in which consecrated bread and wine are consumed as memorials of Christ's death, or as symbols for the realization of a spiritual union between Christ and the communicant, or as the body and the blood of Christ. This basically harkens back to the Last Supper, where Christ broke the bread, gave it to the disciples, and said, "Eat this in remembrance. Do this in remembrance of me. This is my body." And he gave them the gave them the wine and said, "This is my blood." Well, Dr. John Wirt of New Spring Church on newspring.com wrote an article called "What is Communion and Why Do We Do It?" In his article, he states, communion is not an obligation, but a celebration. Now, I'm assuming that he's saying celebrate the Last Supper. I'm not sure. But during this, and also in this article, he also warns that if you partake in this ritual in what God terms as unworthily, that you're actually not commemorating anything other than Christ's death, meaning you're sacrificing unto devils. In 1 Corinthians 10 and 11, it speaks on this. And so he actually provided evidence that showed that many of the people that's partaking in this ritual should not be partaking in it, because the disciples were actually followers of Christ that actually maintain the law, statute, and commandment of God, which made them worthy of partaking in the ritual. Now, as far as Islam goes, Islam has its basis, as I said, out of the Old Testament, the first 5 books of the Bible, which is called the Torah. That's why they have so many similar customs within their faith as are in the laws of Moses. And Quran actually means recite. Therefore, a lot of biblical scholars and historian scholars feel as though it was a recital of the Prophet Muhammad. It was Prophet Muhammad reciting the Torah to whomever was writing it. But I'll be dealing with the 5 pillars. Within the 5 pillars of Islam, one particular ritual is Hajj. It is the annual pilgrimage of Islam, or of followers of Islam, to Mecca. and there's a temple called Hajj. I'm sorry, called Kaaba, and there's a structure that encases a meteorite that follows the Islam walk around 7 times, and they're basically uh, using basically having this stone as part of their ritual. Well, there is no evidence in the Bible of of this ritual, and the stone is supposed to have been a meteorite that landed at Moses at Abraham's foot, at Abraham's feet, and he was supposed to have been in erected a temple to his son Ishmael, but there's no evidence in the Bible for that. According to Dr. Rudolph R. Windsor, in his book From Babylon to Timbuktu, he said he quotes that. Well, he says that Muhammad actually received the foundation from Islam from the Hebrews that he was transporting during his time in the 7th century. He was transporting Hebrews on the trade route, and he received a lot of the information that he founded the faith of Islam on. He actually got it from them, but there's no evidence supporting the Kaaba stone or how it's worshipped. It's actually said that in throughout Deuteronomy, that we should not use wood or stone when we worship. That should not be used during worship, and if we do, it's also considered a curse upon whomever is doing that. So in conclusion, I just want to take the information that I've given you. Basically, that'll be a starting point, and formulate your own opinion based off of facts, not based off of someone else's opinion, or based off of tradition or what you've been told. This could be detrimental to your faith if you continue to follow blindly people that just basically tell you information and have no basis for it. Thank you, and have a blessed day.